It has now been over 2 weeks since Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever saw the brief playoff run come to an end. This was after the Fever fell to Connecticut. Like, I know a lot of people have been poking fun at the Fever, you know what I'm saying, getting knocked out of the playoffs.
1 million views. That's what the WNBA Finals just pulled in. And get this, it's without Caitlin Clark, but now Sheryl Swoopes is stirring the pot with some controversial comments. What's the real story behind these numbers and this drama? Let's talk about what's going down.
Now that the former Iowa star is no longer in the picture, it comes at no surprise that the viewership numbers for the playoffs has gone down. After all, 2.5 million viewers tuned in to catch Caitlin Clark last game.
Caitlin Clark's fans were all fired up, threatening to boycott the finals after her team got knocked out. But guess what? The finals are still crushing it in the ratings. How crazy is that? But here's where it gets spicy. Sheryl Swoopes just dropped some wild comments about Clark. You won't believe what she said. It's like she's throwing shade at the rookie sensation. Why is she coming for Clark like that? This isn't just about one player anymore. It's about the whole WNBA. The game is changing and everyone's got an opinion. Are you ready to dive into this drama? Because trust me, it's about to get real interesting. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now back to the video.
So it looked like Sheryl Swoopes is back in the headlines after firing subliminal shots at Caitlin Clark yet again. And Caitlin Clark fan base responds hard to accusations over the WNBA
drama. You bet. Sheryl Swoopes just fired shots at the WNBA's rising star. But here's the kicker. It's not just about Caitlin Clark. Is Swoopes exposing a bigger problem in women's basketball? Swoop, a WNBA legend, didn't hold back when she dished out some advice to the New York Liberty. And let me tell you, it's got everyone talking. She straight up told them not to play like Caitlin Clark. Can you believe it? Here's what went down. On her podcast, Swoopes said, "If and when New York gets a lead, stop jacking up threes because you have a nice lead now." Ouch, that's a direct hit at Clark's style, right? But Swoopes didn't stop there. She went on about how teams need to move the basketball and make opponents defend multiple actions. Now you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Isn't that just good basketball advice? Well, yes and no. See, Swoopes is highlighting a huge debate in basketball right now. It's all about individual brilliance versus team play.
That was Sabrina Ionescu. Let it be known exactly what happened in that game one, man. As of right now, Minnesota Lynx is up 1-0 over the New York Liberty, bro. It's going to be interesting, so we get prepared for game two. Now, Sheryl Swoopes went on her podcast, Queen of the Courts, to say this. She stated, if and when New York's get a lead, Swoopes told the Queens of the Court podcast, stop jacking up.
Think about it. Clark's known for her insane three-point shots. She's a scoring machine and fans love it. But Swoopes is saying, hold up, that's not how you win games. She's pushing for more teamwork, more strategy, less showboating. But here's where it gets interesting. Is Swoopes right, or is she just not keeping up with how the game's changing? Because let's be real, the WNBA is getting more attention than ever, and players like Clark are a big reason why. Some folks are saying Swoopes is just salty. Others think she's dropping some serious wisdom. But you know what? This isn't just about Swoopes versus Clark. It's about the future of women's basketball. Are we going to see more teams built around superstars who can sink threes from halfway across the court? Or are we heading back to old school team first basketball? That's the real question Swoopes is asking. And it's not just talk. This debate could change how teams draft, how they play, even how fans watch the game. It's huge. Just when you thought you had this WNBA drama figured out, Sabrina Ionescu enters the chat. Her response to the Liberty's loss, it's not what anyone expected, and it might just be the game changer in this whole debate. While everyone's been buzzing about Sheryl Swoopes and Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu just dropped some serious wisdom after the Liberty's game 1 loss. And let me tell you, it's got people talking for a whole different reason. Sabrina's not pointing fingers or making excuses. Nope, she's all about that team spirit. After the game, she said, "It's a great learning experience for us. We can't play to not lose." That's some next level thinking right there. But here's where it gets really interesting. Sabrina admitted, "I think we kind of took our foot off the gas a little bit." She's not sugarcoating it. The team got comfortable with their lead, and it cost them. That's some real talk. Now let's think about this for a sec. Swoopes was all fired up about individual play, right? But Sabrina, she's singing a different tune. She's talking about the team, about learning, about getting better together. It's like she's flipped the script on this whole controversy. So what's the deal? Is Sabrina's approach the answer, or is she missing something crucial? Think about it. Swoopes is all about strategy and teamwork, but she's coming at it from a different angle. Sabrina's saying, hey, we're in this together and we're gonna figure it out as a team. But here's the kicker. Maybe it's not about Clark or Swoopes or Sabrina. Maybe it's about something bigger. Sabrina's take on the game, it's all about adapting, learning, and coming back stronger. She's not hung up on one player or one style of play. She's looking at the big picture. And you know what? That's huge, because in the WNBA, just like in any sport, it's not just about individual talent. It's about how that talent fits into the team. It's about strategy, adaptability, and yeah, sometimes it's about learning from your losses. Sabrina's perspective, it's like a breath of fresh air in this whole debate. She's not getting caught up in the drama. She's focused on the game, on her team, on getting better, and that's something we can all get behind, right? While everyone's been arguing about individual stars, the entire landscape of women's basketball has been shifting. What if I told you that this so-called drama is actually pushing the WNBA into a new era? The WNBA is changing, and it's changing fast. We're not just talking about Caitlin Clark's three-point shot or Sabrina Ionescu's team-first approach. This is about a whole new way of playing basketball. Think about it. Clark's style is all about individual brilliance. She's out there sinking threes like it's nobody's business. But then you've got Swoopes saying, hold up, that's not how you win games. And Sabrina, she's all about that team spirit. But here's the thing, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about how these different styles are shaping the future of women's basketball. It's like a giant experiment, and we're all watching it unfold in real time. WNBA coaches and analysts are having a field day with this. They're debating which strategies work best, how to balance individual talent with team play, and what it all means for the future of the sport. Some teams are going all in on the superstar model, building their strategies around one or two key players. Others are doubling down on teamwork, focusing on creating a well-oiled machine where everyone plays their part. And you know what's crazy? Both approaches are working. We're seeing teams with different styles clash on the court, and it's making for some of the most exciting basketball we've ever seen in the WNBA. But it's not just about what happens on the court. These changing strategies are affecting everything from how teams draft new players to how they market themselves to fans. The whole league is evolving, and it's happening right before our eyes. So while everyone's busy arguing about Swoopes' comment or Clark's playing style, they're missing the bigger picture. This controversy isn't tearing the league apart, it's pushing it forward. It's making the game more exciting, more competitive, and more unpredictable than ever before. Let's recap the WNBA drama real quick. We had a boycott that fizzled out, Swoopes throwing shade at Clark, and Sabrina keeping it cool with her team-first approach. But you know what? This isn't just about drama. It's about the WNBA evolving right before our eyes. Think about it. The finals pulled in 1 million views without Clark. That's huge. And all this buzz, it's got everyone talking about women's basketball. We're seeing new strategies, fierce debates, and some of the most exciting games ever. Here's the kicker. This controversy isn't hurting the WNBA. It's helping it grow. More eyes on the game, more discussions about strategy, more excitement for what's next. The future of women's basketball, it's looking brighter than ever. Are you ready to watch history unfold?